Alright everyone, this is Horror Apple Movies here, and as you can see, I have completed my Tardis Console. As you remember, a few weeks back, must have been, I made a video saying that I was going to make a Tardis Console, and this is how it turned out. I'll give you a tour of all the panels and maybe explain a bit on how it was constructed. So basically, I got all the materials I needed, mostly ones that I already had, and also from Home Depot. And also, I got this frame underneath here online, so bunch of different places. All the buttons, I went to some stores to find these like dials and things, and I found this wheel at my school, so I kind of stole that, but you know what? Shh. Didn't hear anything. Anyways, so this cylinder I got at Home Goods, which I recommend if you're going to build your own Tardis console, because they have a ton of great stuff like this, and this, and this, and that. Anyways, this is the first panel, and we got a lot of dials here, as you can see. It's things you twist. And here's a thing that you spin. This is actually a fidget spinner, but I thought it looked kind of like something that would be on the TARDIS. I don't know. This is actually something that, this is actually a hole puncher, but it kind of looks like something that you go, yeah, you know? Everything's very loose, you know? Got some clicky circular buttons. Those are the tops of flashlights. Just some random, like, electrical stuff. I'm not sure what that was originally. This is a wheel that I found. Twists, spins, and then here's the first light. So as you can see, it wraps around the console. And that's basically the first panel. The second panel also got some twisty things. This is something for a drain. I'm not sure what these things are, but they looked kind of like TARDIS stuff. This is a I forget what that was actually, but it blinks. These five things. Sorry, blink. A calculator. This is some sound equipment. Obviously, the star, which I based off the 11th Doctor's console. Bits of metal, and another thing like this, but doesn't actually work right now. Some other buttons that you can push. These are actually doorbells, and this is like some light switch thing, but they kind of went together, so why not? And the next panel, this is my personal favorite panel because it looks the best. It's got the bell, which all like the 10th and 11th Doctors had. It's got I think this is a guitar pedal, so yeah, but it's got dials on it, and you can push this down because it is a pedal. And this is a microphone that a family friend gave to me because he saw that I was working on this. Here's a switch, just a normal switch, just these silvery things. You can see this is actually Lego, but you know what, if you'll take a look back, how would you ever notice? There's a compass. Not sure where we got that. Here's the next panel. Got a cool looking clock that's also a phone, but you can't actually take the phone off, but it looks cool, so you don't want to spoil it. And we got switches, another wheel, but it doesn't really move, so you just spin it. This is, I guess you could consider that a switch, but it's really just a power, you know, a spinny thing. And another spinny thing. and the lights. And then over here, this is the main switch panel. More switches. More switches. More switches. This is the main switch. There's always a main switch, and that's the main switch. That is actually a wheel, but this is an 8-ball. And this is the final panel. This has a steering wheel that's a clock, but it doesn't exactly look like a steering wheel. Here are the lights. These are green this time. Random metal bits. Another one of these things. And then something that was left over from the other TARDIS. Now there's one more thing about this TARDIS, is that it's got this lamp that is plugged into the wall over there so that it can light up. And it's got this twisty bulb in there. I don't know if you can see it, but like the bits of yellow there are the ones lighting up, and I thought that that would be a bit of a cooler thing than just a normal light bulb. And around we've got some blue vacuum tubes, and right here is just a thing that you can turn. No other place to put it, but saw that at Home Depot, and how could I pass it up, right? So that is the TARDIS. It lives in my basement that is very, looks like a dungeon. But anyways, yeah, that's the TARDIS. That's all the things in it. I might add to it, but maybe I'll make an update video if I do. So that's it. See ya.